Welcome to a new Let's Play with Summer Farm Estates.
Hello and welcome back to Oakfield Farm, where today we are on Friday, June the 14th. We are rowing up the A. We will show a bit of the rowing up for a start, and then we will head off and finish rowing up the A off camera. And then we'll join you back once we've got the baler out here. We're going to have a lot of bales to collect up. Not all will be needed on the farm, so we can head over to the livery yard to and sell some of this hay. Looking very good hay as well. This, it's yielded better than the last field, not only because it hasn't had a good amount of dew or anything on to make it rot off, but we do need to get it all rowed up today and baled. Misting bits there around the outside, but not to worry too much on that. This is now coming up this far side. To the big field, it's going to take a good few hours to get it rowed up and get started baling. We may not get finished baling unless we run late into the night, but it is working pretty well. Could do with a new tedder and everything going forward, but we are working pretty well as it goes here. Once we've been around the outside twice, which will row it up, surprised how much of the field that will take off going forward. I was going to do last night's live stream on here, but because it was payday and because I was busy doing my shopping on Monday, we did an extra video Sunday evening to get us through. So the map for Monday night's live stream may well have been Air Island, I think, which means this is Ireland will be tonight's live stream, and Oakfield Farm will again, along with Air Island, be Wednesday's videos. And then we should be back on here Thursday morning. We will now spin ourselves around, go back the way we came, and get all of this rowed into a row before going around the headlands with our baler. should manage without any headlands around the posts. I think we've left enough ground to be able to get worked around those as they are. Also need to try and bail the direction we're going now if possible, which will give us at least an area to go around that's not going to be up and down hill to make the bales roll too much. I think the short ways on is probably the, well, I knew even this way it's not that much of a low area to go to, so we may do the rows in the lengths that they need to be in. Working pretty well here going around. We have straightened off the headland a little bit, which makes it easier once we get into the up and down rows. Now, little 644 getting put to good use. We may bring the 844 over to do the baling. This one does struggle just a little bit with the baler. The 844, just that little bit more power, which means it should manage the baler better than what this one does. Are on the lookout as well for a bit bigger tractor so we can get bigger equipment going forward that isn't too expensive. We don't want too expensive a tractor, we want to be able to purchase more land. Which going forward will be a good idea for the farm. Really will help the farm out. Even if we just get one more field for next season, that will be great going forward. We might even plough this field up going forward and use it to grow crops on. Almost around the headland now for the second time. Just one more breed up this side to go. And there we have that. That straightens that off nicely a little, I think. There we are now, almost done on the headland. It is beautiful countryside here. Great to be farming back on Oakfield Farm. Did a whole host of videos on it for 17. So we shall now start going straight up and down. It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon already, so we may well be pushing it to get it all done today, although as long as we can get it rowed up today and get started on the baling, that is the main factor going forward today. Now, almost down that side, so now we need to get ourselves lined up. There we go. back we go again. So hopefully it shouldn't be too long getting through this. We are hoping to make some good money from a lot of the hay what's on here. We don't need all of this by any means. We have got one more field we can mow, which going forward is going to be great for us. We haven't got any cows, although we have got a cow pasture. So now we will head down. Now we have that. The rows will be getting longer shortly, which is a consideration to make as we work ourselves out. We'll have another 5 minutes of this rowing up, and then we shall fetch the baler and make a start on the baling. We will actually as well, whilst we are here, have a look at the weather, and yeah, we've got fine weather for a while, so it's all going to be good. So as long as we can get all this road up today, we're looking good going forward. Lovely smell when you've got fresh cut hay or fresh dried hay and you're rowing it up. It smells beautiful. Same when you're using the baler, the smell of the hay is great. Not good if you suffer with asthma, of course, but we'll see. How far through this we get. I may actually have to just row it up today and then bail tomorrow, which no bad thing, because at least that way then everything will be rowed up. So we will go an extra 15 minutes on the windrower, and we have that. Now we shall bring ourselves back around. And then when you join us tomorrow, the old video will be baling hay. If we get finished here with the rowing up, we may make a start on the baling, but not going to get it finished by the end of the day anyway. So we'll be running pretty much into the night on this job. So yeah, not going to be bothering with the baler today. We will continue on for the extra 10 or 15 minutes on this job. We have now got almost to the end of the shorter rows. We will try this next piece and see how it goes here. We'll try and keep ourselves as straight as we can, and this outside part here will row up forward. And that is that done nicely. So we will now just put in a little short row here, which will go into the next headland as well. It will make the bales come a little quicker. Now back around we go. We shall now get ourselves done. There we go. And that will make that up. And now we shall head back up to the top of the field again. We need to be coming down about there. It is already 20 to 2 in the afternoon, so we do need to get cracking on with this. If it is rowed up, the good thing about that is it gives it less chance of diminishing the amount of hay we get. We learnt that from the other field where we skipped it, went from spring to summer whilst we was halfway through cutting, and it didn't work too well, although where we had rowed it up worked very well indeed. At least we waited this time until it had all dried before we tried to row it up, so we didn't row any up and end up with a grass bale in this, or hopefully we haven't. We did manage to sell the grass bale, which didn't make us an whole heap of money, but it did save it going to waste. These rows are pretty long here now, so we're getting a good patch of the field done pretty quickly. Although we don't seem to be moving very far, we are getting an whole heap of the field done. Hopefully on camera we can get to the island that is situated on here. We shall now get ourselves back in line for this next breed. There we go. This rake, although it's old, it's doing a grand job. Well, could afford a new rake if we really wanted, but we're trying to save up for more land first before we buy any new equipment. We do need another tractor if possible, which will make the drilling and everything a little bit easier. Our case magnum we got will be doing a lot of fertilising and stuff like that. The MB track, well, that's sole purpose is for use on the contracts of cutting the roadsides, and come the winter time doing the snow clearing, depending on the weather. Of course, the council took a bit of a gamble on whether or not we get a bad winter, because if we get a bad winter, then the 100,000 they have given us, which we bought the equipment with, is going to be lessened considerably. We will be buying a load of salt. Part of the contract we did it, we get 100,000 a year, we have to buy the equipment ourselves, and we have to buy the salt. We have still to buy the snowplough and the salt spreader, and we have already almost spent the 100,000 for this year buying the grass mower and the tractor to go up, put it on. So hopefully winter isn't too harsh, and then come March next year or April next year we will get the next 100,000 to continue on doing the work. Not sure whether they would allow us to use the MB track on our own jobs as well as theirs. I can't see any problem with it, but trouble is it's on the grass mower now, and it's such a job to take the grass mower off. Means going in the workshop for the 4 or 5 hours by the time you get it all unbolted and dropped off. And then you've got another 4 or 5 hours if you want it back on again to do the next lot of grass mowing. But, we can buy ourselves a reasonably big tractor which will manage the seed drill and everything, then that will be working in our favour as well. Get bigger cultivators for doing the potato and sugar beet land, or at least the potato land. Sugar beet land, I've got a fairly wide set of arrows, which is ideal actually for doing the sugar beet land. Missed a little bit of bay there, but not a lot. This tractor coming up towards 15 hours work already, and we are still only in summer yet. We've got all of autumn and winter to go before we get to the end of our first year on the farm. Hopefully we'll get a good crop of potatoes and sugar beets and a good crop of wheat, so we can, going forward, buy more land. We are registered with the government for their subsidies. We do get a bit of money for that, which all in all I suppose just pays for the hired help we need to run the farm. So we'll do this round and one more, and I think we shall be towards the end of this episode. It's going pretty well. Come a fair way across the field already, although at 2:30 in the afternoon, no chance of getting it all rowed up and all baled. We will start the baling off camera once we get this done, if we get to the end of this before the end of the day. We will bring the baler over and make a start. We're going to have to check on the sheep as well whilst we're on here, just to check how they are doing. And as you can see, they've got plenty of grass and hay. They're going to need topping up with water as well before I go to bed tonight, so that's a job that can be done off camera once we get this hay raked into rows. Looking at the time, it's looking like this will be the last round. Next time you join us on Oakfield Farm, we will be getting some of the baling done. Which will soon promote the JCB to the tractor of, or the tool of choice for an episode again, to load up some bales and get them to the yard, and load up some bales and take them over to the horse stables. They need a good bit of hay. Guy who runs the pigs, he's going to buy some straw, as well as the horse stables, so we've got two places to take our straw to going forward. And now we shall head back down to the top of the field again for the last time on camera. Will be, not sure whether it's a bit longer or a bit shorter than normal video, but because it is now payday, and well, tomorrow is payday. I'm recording this Sunday night, so tomorrow, Monday, is payday, which means it's shopping day, which means we haven't got the time to record the next day's video before the live stream starts, so we will be on catch up. Tuesday's, or tonight's live stream, if you like, will most probably be This Is Ireland. And again, hopefully the weather won't be too wet. So as we get set in to go around this outside row, we will say our goodbyes. So hope you've enjoyed this episode here on Oakfield Farm, getting this hay raked up ready for baling. Please give us a like, give us a share, drop us a comment. If you are new to Summer Farm Estates and you'd like to see more of the work that we do here, please subscribe to the channel, give that bell a tap. It will tell you when we do these videos, when we do our live streams. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Until next time, it's goodbye from me.